Hi, I'm Jim Stroud, and this is my podcast. Prasad Akella, CEO of the company Drishti, which is a developer of video-based human employee tracking software that records the seconds it takes for workers to complete each step of their job. He said this, quote, "The most programmable machine on the planet today is still the human," end quote. Wow. Most people are concerned about robots taking their jobs away, but maybe, just maybe, they should be watching how they are being programmed by robots. I'll share the details after this. Advanced security, internet freedom, complete privacy. That's what you get with NordVPN. Imagine NordVPN as a hack-proof encrypted tunnel for online traffic to flow. Nobody can see through the tunnel and get their hands on your internet data. NordVPN gives you peace of mind each time you use public Wi-Fi, access personal and work accounts on the road, or want to keep your browsing history to yourself. Try it out today. Matter of fact, you have nothing to lose with their 30-day money-back guarantee. Simply go to jimstroud.com/secure. That's JIMSTROUD/secure, SECURE. In fact, as a special offer to my listeners, go over to jimstroud.com/secure and get your copy of NordVPN for 75% off. Now, this is only for a limited time, so act fast. One more time because I'm trying to look out for you. jimstroud.com/SECURE. That's jimstroud.com/secure. Do it now. You'll be glad you did. In case you didn't know, using AI to automate humans is the latest trend in efficiency. In a nutshell, machines watch humans work and offers advice on how they could be working better. The blog Axios talked a lot about the trend. Here's a rather long quote from a recent article. What's happening? Even the most vigilant supervisor can only watch over a few workers at one time, but now increasingly cheap AI systems can monitor every employee in a store, at a call center, or on a factory floor, flagging their failures in real time and learning from their triumphs to optimize an entire workforce. A network of surveillance cameras hooked up to special software can tally the seconds of each worker's bathroom break or time each step of their work. It can also keep workers safe, automatically detecting the absence of hard hats and gloves, for example, or people straying into the path of dangerous machines. In some call centers, AI listens into every conversation, cataloging every word, who said it and how, and then scoring each agent. Why it matters. Companies can use this data to juice workers' productivity and efficiency. Eventually, they could gather enough data from humans to train machines to mimic them. How often is an employee going out to smoke a cigarette? How long a lunch are they taking? How long are they sitting in the lunchroom? These are the questions clients want answered with AI software, says Kim Hartman, CEO of Surveillance Secure, a DC area company that installs security systems. Hartman says his company has put in video analytics for several area retailers and restaurants that wanted to monitor their employees' productivity. In a handful of factories in the US, cameras have been installed over each worker's head in assembly lines as they put together car parts or electronics. Software developed by Drishti, a Silicon Valley startup, watches these assemblers work, timing each step and checking for mistakes. The videos let supervisors quickly figure out where something went wrong and teach a worker how to avoid repeating an error, says Drishti CEO Prasad Akella. It can also be used for training new hires. And since AI is constantly watching the video streams, it can extract valuable data about timing and actions across the entire assembly line, which can inform new ways of assigning work. The most programmable machine on the planet today is still the human, according to Drishti CEO Prasad Akella. Again, so does all of that sound a bit weird to you? If the idea of an AI watching over your work and making recommendations does not make you uncomfortable, then you are part of the 64% of people who say they would likely trust a robot over their manager, especially when it came down to providing unbiased advice. I read that on the ZDNet blog. Here's a quote. Oracle and Future Workplace, a research firm that focuses on human resources, surveyed 8,370 employees, managers, and HR executives from 10 countries about AI. The findings are notable on a few fronts. 64% of people would trust a robot more than their manager. Half of respondents have turned to a robot instead of their manager for advice. 89% of workers in India and 88% of respondents in China are more trusting of robots over managers. In France, 56% of workers were more trusting of robots over managers, with the UK at 54% and US at 57%. 56% of men have turned to AI over their managers and 44% of women have. 82% of people think robots can do things better than managers. Key wins for robots are providing unbiased information, maintaining work schedules, and managing a budget. Whoa. From that last article, I think I'm going to have to do a follow-up podcast because I'm really curious as to how people ask these robots for advice, but I digress. Now, from those two articles alone, you might think that AI and robots monitoring is the way to go for your enterprise. If so, I would caution you to consider a recent incident at an Outback Steakhouse. They implemented a surveillance system called Presto Vision that was designed to evaluate interactions between customers and employees. The intentions were good, but the outcome, not so much. Here are some quotes from the website Enter, which is in Portland, Oregon, where I read about this. A new surveillance system called Presto Vision evaluates interactions between customers and employees to empower restaurant operators to reduce operation costs and drive revenue. In other words, to monitor employees and diners to figure out financially beneficial corrections. The program uses surveillance cameras and machine learning to track how quickly food arrives at tables or how often servers check on diners. The system then offers managers suggestions on how to optimize restaurant operations, make things more efficient. Presto Vision also alerts managers of noteworthy events, like when wait times run long, and can notify servers if a visitor's water glass needs a refill. Presto Vision CEO Rajat Suri believes the system will bring about a tectonic shift in the restaurant industry. End quote. Now, all that sounded great until social media got a hold of it. Well, social media and a certain tech reporter at Wired, because they all seem to poo-poo the idea. Let me quote some more from that same article. Quote, still, Wired's Louise Masakis argues that a program like Presto Vision could increase the stress level of employees or allow for diners' data to be misused by parent companies or third parties. Masakis wasn't the only one with this point of view. As the story circulated, Facebook commenters and Twitter users criticized the idea of a program like PrestoVision. In case you were wondering if our technology-driven dystopia is real or not, one tweet read, well, after that backlash and several other tweets and several other comments on Facebook, Outback decided to cancel the experiment. Now, all of that being said, the good, the bad, and the ugly, if you work for a large enterprise and the siren song of greater workplace efficiency is too hard to resist, well, I would caution you to consider all the pros and cons before hitting the go button. Harvard Business Review listed several of them in a compelling article not too long ago. I'll share the arguments that held my attention the longest after this. Entrepreneur Kylie Jenner makes an estimated $1 million per sponsored post on her Instagram, which makes her the highest paid celebrity influencer on the social media platform, according to the 2018 Instagram Rich List compiled by Hopper HQ and Automated Instagram Scheduler. Jenner is followed by singer Selena Gomez, who gets $800,000 per sponsored post, and star soccer player Cristiano Ronaldo, who earns $750,000. Together, these and other up-and-coming stars contribute to the $1 billion influencer market, which is expected to double in value this year. Now, all that is great until there is an Instagram bug and you lose over 1 million followers, which happened to Kim Kardashian, Justin Bieber, and several others. If it could happen to them, it could most definitely happen to you. The moral of the story? Don't build your house on rented land. I suggest you do what I did and get your own mobile app with SuperPass. SuperPass makes cutting-edge content apps easy, instant, and affordable. So whether you already have content or are looking to start making money by selling your podcasts or videos online, SuperPass can help. So sure, build up an audience on social media, but drive the traffic to a property you own, and that property should be SuperPass. For more information, visit SuperPass at www.superpass.app. That's www.superpass.app. Superpass.app. And be sure to tell them Jim Stroud sent you. Before engaging an AI solution that will effectively manage your workers for you, consider the following pros and cons from Harvard Business Review. Okay, 3 pros, 3 cons. Pro number 1, avoiding fights. Although technology can make us angry, particularly when it doesn't work, it is much harder to fight with it than with humans. It takes 2 to tango. Even if a bot manager had a personality, it never would care enough to engage in a genuine argument with us, for it would lack real emotions. Pro number 2, objective feedback. Although the science of talent management is robust, managers tend to play things by ear. Intuitive decisions invite unconscious and conscious biases, creating a nepotistic and political culture where employees feel unfairly treated. Even when their managers are well-intentioned, they are often unable to provide accurate feedback because they are conflict-averse, jealous, or simply unable to judge employees objectively. Pro number 3, better decision-making. In an age of information overload, the human brain is incapable of processing the vast sea of data to translate information into knowledge. That's why Hitachi introduced a computer boss to analyze the best solutions to problems and instruct employees on what to do. This is also why we feel so uninformed these days when we are unable to get online. Of course, some decisions are too complex to automate, but most are probably not. And now some cons. 3 to be precise. Con number 1, AI can get it wrong. Algorithms are already making executive decisions when they recommend which Uber driver you should avoid, which seller to trust on Amazon, and which news story to believe on Facebook. This is why technology is often defined as doing more with less. However, AI is not infallible. For instance, AI's knowledge that women are underrepresented in senior jobs and that blacks are more likely to be arrested for crime may lead to advertising high-paying jobs to men rather than to women, and to select white job applicants in favor of blacks. In such instances, AI would not be prejudiced, yet its decisions can only be described as sexist and racist, reinforcing rather than combating human prejudice. Con number 2. There's only so much a robot can do. The problem is not that robots cannot do mundane tasks, but that they cannot accomplish some vital ones. For instance, although machines are starting to show signs of creativity, we are a far cry from seeing a robot being entrepreneurial or inventing a new product. And con number 3. Humans need human contact. Unlike David, the child android in the Steven Spielberg film AI, who was programmed to love, robots don't have emotions. Yet, the problem isn't that robo bosses don't feel anything. It is that even the most complex machines aren't sophisticated enough yet to detect how you feel. A robot can understand if you are underperforming because of a cold or because your dog died. That is also true for human managers, but we are more likely to forgive them than machines, for we can always hope for their empathy. By the same token, employees want recognition and appreciation from other humans rather than AI. Indeed, studies show that human rewards feel far more positive than rewards from machines. Okay, I've quoted a lot of sources, but I'd much rather hear from you. If you happen to have a robot manager at your place of employment, please, pretty please, leave a comment and let me know how this is working out for you. I really want to know. If you love what you heard, hate what you heard, or don't know what you just heard, I want to know about it. You can leave a comment concerning this podcast on my website at www.jimstroud.com. In addition to finding source material and related information for this podcast episode, you'll find other goodies that I hope will make you smile. And if you have not already, please subscribe to my website. Your continued support keeps this podcast train chugging down the track.